Oh, yeah, baby. Clark the Shit Show. Fabulous, amazing, incredible, dynamic, sophisticated, and tortured. Sharkalama ding dong, sharkadoodle doo, everyone. Now, today is Sunday. I think it's September 28 or 29 here on the Clark the Shark Show. Ever evolving, changing, and stimulating talk radio from the golden EIB sharkraphone. It's not a microphone, it's a sharkraphone. And dude, YouTube makes your views go backwards. I get a lot of views on here, you guys, but not according to YouTube. And then a lot of followers, subscribes, whatever. But like YouTube's like, no, don't listen to Sharky. He's one of those fake right-wing conspiracy nutty, like an Alex Jones. You guys, I'm really not. I'm impartial. Right here on the fair and biased Clark the Shit Show Network. You guys can call me Shark Wiener, the Sharky Nation, if you want. And if you want to believe I'm a right-wing conspiracy nut, go right ahead. Some people even think I'm a left-wing conspiracy nut. I love that. I'm right in the middle. The needle goes right to the middle with Sharky. But apparently not with America. It's heading towards Trump and our mainstream media, Maris poll, Quinnipiac, New York Times, USA Today, CNN, NBC, CBS, ABC, all the fake leading usual suspects. They're all running these polls that don't make any sense because they say Kamala's ahead by 8, 9, 10. And yet blacks are voting 25% about for Trump. The black vote in 2024 is totally different from history. It's nothing like 2020 when blacks voted, about 7, 8% for Republicans or Trump. That's usually the way the black vote goes. So if you want to know if a poll is fake and totally phony, it's just like Rasmussen says, that one guy. He looks like Tucker Carlson, Mitchell, whatever his name is. I think Mark Mitchell, I'm not sure. But that guy who looks like Tucker's brother or Tucker's neglected cousin or nephew. Man, that guy looks like Tucker, you guys. He does. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Now, Clark the Shark is, I've always thought polls were fake, even in the 90s, when they said Bill Clinton's just way ahead, you guys. And now today we remember back to those 90s. And Bill Clinton seems like a Republican compared to today's woke Democrats. Believe me, if Bill or Hillary were president right now, they probably wouldn't be anything like Kamala or, Obama, Biden. Biden's just a robot. The guy's basically like deceased man walking or something. But Kamala, very much a robot, an AI, one of those people that can't answer a question, the ones. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. You get in an argument with Democrats and liberals. It's just like your family when you were growing up. When I grew up in Torrance, Redondo Beach, I was the only real conservative. I mean, my dad, Gary, was a guy that would be like, the ACLU is a bunch of damn communists. He was one of those, like, damn ACLU. I think that way too, but I wouldn't say stuff like that. I would be very objective and fair and biased, sort of like I am now on the Clark the Shit Show in 2024. But I can tell you this, you guys. Kamala is not winning at all because there's a brand new poll. I guess it's today, Sunday, the 28th or 29th of September. Atlas Intel, the most accurate poll from 2020. And I followed Atlas Intel for many years, and they're not a right-wing poll. I always hated them because I thought they were left-wing. They probably are left-wing, liberal, biased poll, like most polls are. You know, they pack the polls with 25% Democrats, more than, you know, GOP or something like that. And then they weight the poll so it totally, you know, has more women, you know. And then they're like, it's fair, Sharky, look at it. Oh, yeah, dude, you pack a fucking poll with women voters and Democrats and maybe even blacks or anything that votes Democrat. And then you say it's a impartial and fair and balanced poll. Emerson, Maris, Quinnipiac, CNN come rocketing straight to mind, as well as USA Today. But there's a lot of polls that don't really weight polls like that. You know, people say Rasmussen is a Republican right-wing poll. But they've shown Democrats winning in the past. You know, when Democrats are really winning, Rasmussen will tell you that. And so will Atlas Intel. Now, in the past, you know, maybe Rasmussen and Trafalgar and some of these, Ledger, I'm not sure about them, but have kind of leaned Republican, meaning they do the poll fair and they weight everything equal. As it should be. But unlike, you know, NBC, ABC, CBS, USA Today, Maris, Quinnipiac, and all those, Morning Compost, Morning Consult, I call it the fucking compost, like others do too, as well, here on the Sharky Show. But polls, you can just look into the crosstabs. Now, the women vote isn't so strong for Kamala. And the Swiftie vote isn't so strong. It's like 60-40, 70-30. So anytime 30% of something is not voting Democrat, that's the danger zone, you guys. So 30% Hispanics, 40% Hispanics voting Trump, you're in the red blinking zone if you're a Democrat. And baby, 2024 is like that. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Now, one of the most striking polls, as I showed you earlier, here on the Clark the Shark Network, is the black vote 2024, which is about 20% for Donald Trump, 19% officially, according to CNN, Maris, Morning Consult. You know, dude, all the usual fucking suspects, Quinnipiac, New York Times actually show Trump winning a lot of polls, you guys. And yet, so Democrats are clinging to just like Emerson, Maris, and a few others. Now, look into the crosstabs of these fake, bogus, bullshit polls, and you will see why they are fake, bogus, and they're bullshit. And out of one side of their mouth, Maris, Emerson, you know, these college polls, whatever they are, Morning Consult, they're telling you Kamala's winning by 7 and 8 or 4, or, you know, now they're starting to say, well, it's by 2. Okay, but how is that possible if 20% blacks are for Trump? And they're saying it right in their crosstabs. Okay, how, you guys? That's impossible. They can't, Kamala, okay, they're walking it back now, like the New York Times is, like Quinnipiac is. They're like, okay, you guys, yeah, it's impossible for Kamala to be up by 7. We got to change it to Kamala's up by 2. Because 20% of blacks voting for Trump, dude, the math isn't there to support it. And we've been telling you that. Clark the Shark's been telling you, Rasmussen telling you. Atlas Intel, who is not a Republican pollster, you guys, those guys are a liberal poll. They had Biden winning, you know, but in 2016, I think Atlas Intel had Hillary losing, just barely, and no one believed them. You know, like kind of like Rasmussen did and others. Trafalgar nailed 2016. Everyone said Biden was going to win in 2020. There was COVID. Everyone was wearing masks. The black vote was 7% for Trump, the way it normally is and should be. It was almost 95% black for Biden, like it was for Barack Obama twice. Not quite, it was like wavering between 7, 9, 10. But now it's like fucking 25 or something. So, Emerson, you guys got to adjust your numbers. Maris or whatever you're called, morning consult. You got crosstabs that show a lot of blacks in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin voting for Trump. Now they are walking it back, you guys. And now we all know the private inside internal polls by the Harris campaign are showing not good news. So the more bad news they get at Kamala's headquarters, the more they try to run fake polls to offset the bad news. But it's not working. Voters aren't that stupid now. Now, in 1984, when I voted, yours truly, Clark the Shark, I was 19. I was probably, I didn't know anything, you guys. I didn't know much about politics, but I knew I wanted Reagan. I thought he'd be better, against the Soviets or, I didn't want Mondale. It's not because I hated Democrats. I didn't know anything, dude. When I was 19, you don't know shit. Nobody knows anything, you guys, till you're like 27, 28, or fucking 31. It's just true, you guys, right here on the Clark the Shark Show. You can't make an objective, unbiased opinion until you're finally like a Republican or conservative when you're 32 years old. Before that, dude, life is just a blur. You're doing dumb things. You're using drugs. You're drinking a lot. You're staying out till 4 a.m. and shit. Not doing Uber. You're getting fucking high and all that shit right here on the Clark the Shark Show. But here we see the map. Pennsylvania will probably be pink, along with Michigan, etc. Oh, I love these car crash commercials on YouTube. I love watching car crashes, you guys. And I also love watching Venus flytraps eat. There's a guy that has Venus flytrap YouTube where they're eating all these different bugs. And sometimes they put pieces of chicken and bologna and pieces of beef into the Venus flytrap. And the Venus flytrap's like, I eat meat, you guys. And I don't know if God built a Venus flytrap just for fun, or maybe it did evolve. I don't know. Or maybe God had it evolve to eat flies and bugs and anything that comes near it. But now we're finding out a Venus flytrap will eat meat like beef and chicken. So maybe someday those will take over the earth 1 million years from now. You'll just have these big fucking gigantic Venus flytraps eating, look at all this fake shit, you guys. It's just bullshit. Kamala's not winning, you guys. No matter what Nate Silver says, no matter what this guy says, people aren't that stupid, dude. I know there's people on SSI, SSDI, welfare, EBT, CalFresh. They're dying to vote for Kamala. And people who work for the government, rubber stampers. But it's not going to work here in 2024. Trump is going to win, at least at midnight. The election will be over. People will be like, oh, damn, Trump won. One side will be all sad like Hillary back in 2016. And then the other side will be like, glorious. Like the MAGA red hat people will be all happy and just jumping for joy because Trump's going to come in. And then in 2026, we'll have a blue wave. It just goes round and round, you guys. Our democracy gets nowhere. Putin is right. That's what Putin always says. He's all people do, the Geminis and Aquariuses, and they all vote one way. And then the Tauruses and Capricorns and Cancers all vote one way. It's a sharkulation, you guys. God, we can get nowhere. God's like, it will never be heaven, you guys. Even if you vote for Trump, even if you vote for all the fucking Republicans in China, it doesn't matter, you guys. You cannot make this earth good. This earth sucks. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. I mean, Democrats are like, we're going to win. Democrats, if you win with Kamala in 2024, there's going to be a red wave in 2026. And then Republicans will take over everything, the House, the Senate, governors, no matter what this guy says. We just go round and round. We're getting nowhere, you guys. In my view, we should just always vote Repub. And then on the other side, there's people that are just like, you should always vote, you know, oh, just, dude, I don't even know if it's their fault. I don't blame liberals and Democrats and socialists for being liberal Democrat and socialists. Like I've said many times, you guys, I blame God for making these people. And God's like, Sharky, learn to love them and forgive them. I'm like, dude, I ain't fucking forgiving shit. These people are evil. They kill the unborn. God's like, yeah, Sharky, well, you do have a point there. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. But what does it even matter, you guys? Republicans are for high rent. Democrats are for high rent. Trump's for high rent. Gavin Newsom's for high rent. Everyone wants rent to be $3,000 a month with 8 people living together from Belize or El Salvador or Costa Rica or Mexico or Ukraine, Haiti, all coming to America, the Dominican Republic, so they can live 9 people in an apartment that's $4,000 a month. Am I right or am I right, you guys? We're all just fucking in this shit right here on the Clark the Shit Show. But anyway, the night of the election, this girl will be like, I love Trump. I'm wearing a red shirt. I'm a black woman for Trump. Sweetie, honey, it's not going to do you any good. Even if Trump wins at midnight at 1 a.m., you can get your check for $50,000 from your car wreck or whatever. I just cashed a check for $75,000 from a car wreck from 8 months ago, and I vote for Trump. Look at her. I just cashed a check too, you guys. What good does it do? Some fucking guy from Malta just going to take your check. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. 1-800-449-8255. I mean, honestly, you guys, am I right or am I right? Trump will win. And then at 8 in the morning, a food truck will come. Dude. Well, that's right. I'm not kidding here, you guys. Trump might win the election at, midnight. Dude, I'm drinking coffee like ready to go do Uber Eats at like 6 p.m. or whatever, 7 p.m. But anyway, you guys all know it too. Trump's going to win the election 2024. And then at 6 in the morning, oh shit, a whole bunch of votes from Savannah, Atlanta, Philly, Allegheny County. I don't even need to tell you guys. You see what's coming. I don't even need to tell you guys here on the Clark the Shit Show. You already know what's going to fucking happen. I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? Think about it, you guys. Trump going to win the election. What is it, November 5, November 8, November 3? I don't even know. But with mail-in votes or nefarious counting or something, Kamala's going to win at 6 a.m. They'll board all the windows. All these people will be screaming outside saying, let us in, let us in. Dude, we're heading towards trouble here in this country, you guys, because Putin wants Trump to win. He doesn't want Kamala. I don't think China wants Kamala. Kamala going to make this world so unstable, you guys, but there's nothing Clark the Shark can do about it right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Yeah, man. I mean, I had a dream last night, you guys. I saw an atomic bomb explode over the Pacific Ocean. It looked like that simple lamp burning, but it wasn't a lamp. It was a mushroom cloud. It was weird. I was in either LA or San Diego looking out over the sea, and it lit up the whole sea like daytime, but it was like 4 a.m, and I was doing Uber Eats late night, as I am every night with my wife. And it looked like that. Huge, 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 huge mushroom cloud. Because Putin don't want Kamala as president, but you liberals and Democrats don't care. All you care about is abortion. You don't even care about immigration. You don't care about the economy. You don't. Liberals and Democrat voters don't care about gasoline. They don't care. They're probably all on government assistance, or maybe some of them, most of them. I don't know. But people who work for the government, they don't care. They just want their government pension, government check, government job, rubber stamping shit all day, pencil pushing, going nowhere here on the Clark the Shit Show. But Vladimir Putin wants Trump to be our president, and I don't blame him. Putin don't want to back down to Kamala. Ukraine is a big mess right now. Do you want Kamala as president with the Ukraine situation? Let me take it a step further, or go lateral or sideways and say, do you want Kamala to be president with the Israel situation with Hezbollah, Hamas, etc.? Do you want Kamala as your president now with the Iran situation and the Taiwan situation and all these other situations that seem small and insignificant right now on the Clark the Shit Show, but are very real? Or would you rather have a mushroom cloud like this one? It's just a lamp, but it looks like a mushroom cloud, like a digital robotic mushroom cloud here on the Clark the Shit Show over the Pacific. It does, you guys. Would you rather have lower cost of eggs, bacon, milk, cereal, less inflation, cheaper prices, or would you rather have a nuclear war and World War III? Well, Clark the Shark already has his answer. I'm not so sure if there's a Jesus or a Mohammed or a Buddha or a Shinto or a Hindu or, what's the other one? The Dalai Lama does, indigenous religions, a buffalo god. I know there's a God, you guys. I'm a monotheist. There is a Lord. I'm not Jewish. I just believe there's a God, and he's either never revealed himself or he's revealed himself in weird ways, weird books that we humans have interpreted in many languages. We attempt to find the mind of God, but you never will here on the Clark the Shit Show. The mind of God is fair and balanced. It's not like Clark the Shark. I'm fair and biased here on the imbalanced Clark the Shark Show. But I believe I will pray that day that the mushroom cloud comes. Maybe I won't get time to say my prayers to the Lord, or maybe I will. And or maybe you out there, pro-choice Democrat or big money Republican. Oh, you all love high rent, don't you? On both sides, you're all greedy when it comes to owning a building. You've got a big plan to charge $3,000, $4,000, $6,000. You don't give a shit. You're just going to jack the price sky high. You don't care if there's 9 people from Nepal living in the building, just so long as you get paid here on the Clark the Shit Show. But Vladimir Putin cares. He does, you guys. He wants Trump to win. And if Trump doesn't win, we're all fucked. I'm going to tell you that right now. And you're going to get a lamp over the Pacific Ocean as a warning. Or maybe it won't be over the Pacific Ocean, if you know what I mean. It might be over downtown LA, and it might be a Tsar bomb. That'll take up all LA County, baby, all San Diego, all Camp Pendleton. And you will be vaporized in an instant. Democrat voter, that's right. I'm talking to you here on the Clark the Shit Show. What, you're pro-choice? You care about democracy? While the California legislature signs bills in the night and has Gavin Newsom rubber stamp them while we sleep, disappearing just like democracy. Yeah, that's how they passed the law, allowing illegals to drive, non-citizens, if you will, the undocumented, so that they can drive 100 miles an hour recklessly, DUIs, tailgating you, high beaming you, all over the 78 and the 5 freeways. Now there's nowhere to park at night. All the apartments are crowded with people, and the apartments are expensive, if you will. I don't think Gavin Newsom gives a shit. All he cares about is power and who votes for him right here on the Clark the Shark show. Isn't that true? Am I right or am I right? This simple little lamp should tell you everything about reality. It's a light source, only it needs electricity to function, sort of like an atomic bomb. It needs energy, baby. It's a good little bomb. It just needs heat. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, and I'm out. Peace.